Greetings, Banff Warriors. Greetings. Welcome to the Results Kill Excuses show, where growth becomes greatness. My name is Greg. I have been getting on here sharing thoughts for quite some time. And I've really been putting in some extra work in life. I have been really dialing in my nutrition, dialing in my commitment to share my story, to share the inspiration, the motivation, the dedication. And, there's always something that pops up, no matter where you're at, no matter who you are. Anytime you want to try something, you're starting to think about something, you set a goal for yourself, even if it's just the way I was feeling just now, a minute ago, before getting on here. There's something that pops up that we all experience. Before I got on here, there was a part of me that didn't necessarily want to be on here, sharing a story, sharing motivation. And I say that very openly, right? And it has nothing to do with the fact that I don't want my story out there. I absolutely do want my story out there. I believe that my transformation, my 12 years of sobriety, my total transformation, right? From the inside out, hitting rock bottom, right? Just battling alcoholism for years and years and years, and then finally hitting rock bottom and having to tap and say enough's enough and I need to turn my life around. And my whole entire message isn't about sobriety, but I do know that I believe, right, in 2024, the real flex is sobriety. It is like saying I'm getting rid of the vices. We use the bullshit that it's somehow social, right? And it's really that that we've incorporated into social, which then gives it permission to exist still. Because ain't nobody feeling good about mixing alcohol, you know, staying up late at night, waking up the next morning and being like in your 30s, 40s or beyond. Like that, none of that's fun. None of that leaves you in a better place mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically. And the reason why I even kind of talk about that is because, I had to crash and burn. I had to hit rock bottom, and I had to hit rock bottom in order to get myself up and get my life back on track and become a better version of myself. Because if I was going to try and say, come on, beer, come on, alcohol, I need you in my life for the rest of my life, um, I would still be in a pretty bad place, right? I might be in shape, but it's the internal fitness, it's that mental health, it's the emotional health, the spiritual health. And so when I allude back to getting on here, and it's been something I've been having to conquer throughout my entire journey. Anytime that you want to kind of start something that's really drastically new, starting a business, starting a new fitness program, getting back in the gym, switching up your nutrition, switching up um, jobs, asking someone out on a date, any time that you try and expand who you are and do something, there's something very powerful that we all get met with, and it's called resistance. If you didn't already read my mind. And every single one of us experiences it. No one is exempt. And it's just like if you've ever studied winning. Like winning doesn't care who you are. Right? Resistance is the same. But as the person, we feel when you're experiencing resistance, energetic resistance, like I had resistance to getting on here. I had even a little bit of resistance going to the gym today. I had a little bit of resistance, um, going to the store after a long day, knowing that I needed to go to the store so that I can maintain my discipline, maintain my nutrition regimen, which is very much meal prepped oriented. And I needed to prep food tomorrow, and I wouldn't have time to go to the store tomorrow. And yet, I bring this up because this is, I think it's essential that for someone like me that does believe I have a calling, right? To get on here, to share my story, to inspire others. And I get feedback from people that actually take time to listen to this, that do feel inspired, do feel motivated, do feel encouraged, and also feel challenged. But most people won't ever finish the starting line of something because of the resistance. It's there. It's always there. And it's totally non biased. It does not give a fuck who you are either. Just like winning, it does not care who you are. You have to put in the work. Resistance doesn't care who you are either. Every single person on this planet, if you want something more than what you got right now, you're going to have to take down the resistance in your life. You're going to have to process through the resistance, right? And it's so funny because I remember, I think it was probably when the last president was president. I don't like getting into the politics too much, but I remember seeing all these stickers, resist, resist. It was like a mantra, resist. And then I would drive by these people who would resist. I'm like, man, you couldn't resist nothing. There's nothing you could resist. Like physically, you could not resist anything. Physically, you look at somebody with resist stickers all over their car and you're like, man, you ain't resisting nothing. You can get smacked up and down the block. But it's funny because there was a whole swath of people that use that as their mantra, and yet resistance is not something you want in your life, because resistance is what is going to stop you from accomplishing every single dream you've ever had, every goal you've ever had, anything you've ever desired. You haven't reached it because of resistance. And you'll call it, well, failure or karma or it didn't align. No, no. If you think about it, there was resistance. Something was opposing you, energy. And it's weird how life works that way. And it's not until you get savage. Like I'm telling you, 2 years ago, I got savage. I took on this really big role, right? Overhauling, as the head honcho, overseeing a renovation of a Route 66 motel. And, it was just a major project, 24-hour a day, 365 project. And I just remember every day, just new problems. And it just caused me to be like, I don't care. Keep coming, man. The bigger the problems, let's go. I'm not giving up. I'm unstoppable. And even though I can have that mindset and be motivated, it really takes right there discipline. Discipline's what got me to the gym today. Discipline is what got me to the store today. Discipline is what got me on here today. And it's also being able to connect with yourself. And so I'm probably gonna boil down resistance more, and because I'm facing it constantly. Like you think about needing to do something and you're sitting there and then boom, it's not like whatever the thought is that comes up in your mind is the resistance, right? When you decide, nah, I don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing it. That's resistance. And then you think about everything that you want to accomplish in life, right? It's the resistance. And until you master how to overcome resistance, right, you're always going to come up short. You're always going to give up just an inch shy of really hitting your breakthrough. So if you want to get to the next level, you need to understand how big of a threat resistance is, to your success, and you need to match it with discipline, with commitment, with drive, desire. Like there has to be something bigger so that even if you don't feel it, even if your like mind is going all different types of directions and you're just in a funk, you have to still get up and do it. But most of us will stop with the resistance. The resistance is so slick. It knows you. It knows exactly what to tell you to dial you down. When was the last time you got dialed down from resistance? I think back to the good old days when I used to do clubs and you wanted to dance with somebody, right? Resistance would always talk you out of it. It would psych you out. It's getting psyched out instead of the times when you just took the leap of faith and you felt confident and you just did it, right? And you went and talked to a girl and you danced, and next thing you know, who knows? As I just see 111. So I encourage you, don't allow resistance to be the factor that holds you back for the rest of your life, that keeps you from your dreams and your goals. Rise above it, study it, understand it. And understanding it is really understanding you, because I even think a lot of that resistance comes from the inner child, the wounded child, the hurt version of you that's just, it's afraid. And some of us, we're afraid of success because we have a poverty mindset. And that's why I keep getting back on here. That's why I got on here today, was one, to share a message, but two, to smack the resistance around, to say, no, we're committed. We're not giving up. This is the desire, the goal, and the dream, to touch people's lives, to make a difference in this world, to share my story, right? Of 12 years of healing, of growth, of transformation, of spiritual awakening, right? And it's not just the mantra. I mean, we're putting together an app. I've been recording videos, putting out free content, lessons, like a full academy worth of really amazing content to help people navigate through some healing, some growth, and truly transcending into the best version of themselves. It's an incredible thing. So I hope that you'll take some time to subscribe, listen to this video, share your comments if you're understanding what I'm talking about with this resistance. And I love you guys. I hope that you can smack some resistance around and stack up some wins in your life each and every day. And that's the thing. It's an everyday battle. It's something that you have to win it every day. But once you win it, you know you can beat it, but it doesn't mean that it stops. It keeps popping up. So don't give up. Stay relentless. Stay committed to your goals, your dreams. Start moving on that vision you have. We got this one life. Don't end it with regret. You know the drill. Results kill excuses. Greg's out.